Hey, welcome back to Stacy Stuff. Let's go in the kitchen and see what Catrice is up to. Hey, we're sorting peppers. We're going to be making some pepper jelly, and I'll be making another couple bottles of my pepper sauce. We went and harvested these just today. That's a chocolate pepper. They're awesome. And then we got serranos, and we got delicious cayenne, and we have little Thai bird chilies. We have these dragon peppers. Hand me that. This is called a Peter pepper. They call them that because they look like little uncircumcised Peters. They are delicious. They kind of are a cross between a jalapeno and a cayenne. They have that fruitiness of a jalapeno, and then that metallic taste of a cayenne pepper. And when you're making sauce, they are perfect for that. We're actually saving the seeds for those because those are organic heirloom pepper, and it's kind of hard to get seed for them. Oh, here's Catrice. Hey, one of the most important things is to use these, your rubber gloves, honey.
I'm good.
You will not be able to touch the Stacy after handling those peppers, because don't ever make the tragic mistake of handling peppers and then handling yourself if you have to go to the restroom, because that really makes for an uncomfortable pepper prepping experience.
Just don't rub your eyes.
Yeah, don't touch your eyes. Don't rub your face. Don't pet your dog or do anything that you always, like I always tell my students, always wear protection. It's just not worth getting the oil paint sucked into your body. It's not worth getting the pepper capsaicin oils into your personal private places, and it's not worth your wife touching you with her peppery hands. I love your hair. Anyway, tip of the day, hands of blue 2x2. Here they come. The peppers are delicious. If anyone recognizes that film reference, make sure you let us know in the comments, because we love that show. Alrighty, well, make sure you hit subscribe and like, and hey, hit the notifications bell too, because you're going to want to follow us for more interesting tips and survival traits, like not touching your private parts with pepper-laden fingers. Let's go in the kitchen and see what Catrice is up to. She's in here cooking in the kitchen. What's going on over here, dear?
I am making hot pepper sauce.
Hot pepper jelly?
Hot pepper jelly, yes. Forgot
Wow.
to put the blade in because it was dirty. Okay. So normally I make this with just jalapenos, but our jalapenos didn't do as well this year, so this is going to be, and there's a lady that commissioned it, and she wants it for her daughter who really likes hot stuff. So when you make jalapeno jelly, and there's several recipes, I like to put a couple green peppers in. It tempers it. If you don't like it as hot, you should split your peppers and take the seeds out.
Why do you take the seeds out?
Because that's where most of the capsaicin is, and if you take the seeds out, it's not as hot.
So what's capsaicin?
That's what, I don't know. It's the oil that makes it hot.
Awesome.
And I've made it with red peppers and green when they're green. The taste is not that much difference, just a color difference. But most people, when they think of pepper jelly, think green, so I make mostly green.
So what are the ingredients? What's your mise en place?
What does mise en place mean?
Your ingredients is French.
Peppers, and out of these peppers, you just kind of grind them up and you boil them and you make like juice, pepper juice, so you'll strain the actual peppers out. Some people will include a few pepper chunks in their jelly, and I've done that before. But I like just plain jelly. Having chunks in there is just decorative. You use sugar, pectin. I just use a professional pectin. Sometimes there will be lemon juice in it. And that's it.
Do you ever use food coloring to make it greener?
Yes, I have.
How'd that go?
Good.
Okay.
I don't know. Depends on how green it turns out.
Yeah, because people want the jalapeno jelly to be green, don't they?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I've done, when I make jelly when they're red, you don't need to add, there's a cayenne. We'll see how that goes.
So what do you do with the pepper jelly? What do you use it for? Do you just put it on toast?
Sometimes people do that. Okay, let me finish with the red stuff though.
Okay.
When I use red peppers, I generally don't have to add food coloring to it. Green ones, I do have to add food coloring. Uses for jelly. My favorite thing to use jalapeno jelly for is a glaze for meats.
So like when you cook a pork chop,
Yes.
you fry it up in the
Okay.
pan.
Yeah, it was right here that the video decided to cut out, stop working, and skip and all sorts of things. But you fry up the meat, pork chops, chicken, whatever you want, season it the way you want. I usually do salt and pepper or seasoning salt. Stick it in a pan, put jelly on top of it, put it under the broiler and let the jelly melt and bubble up, and it's really good. Another thing we do is we put it in bread before we bake it, like inside a croissant, inside of a puff pastry. Put it with cream cheese. It's really a sweet treat. So, moving on with jelly. We're on the stove.
Queso. No, I'm not making queso. I have blended my peppers. I added the vinegar, the sugar, and salt. And now it needs to boil for a little while, after which I will add the pectin, and it will be, this is a liquid pectin recipe. And then I will boil it, well, I strain it before I add the pectin. Strain all the bits out. Add the pectin, boil it a little bit, and then put it into sterilized jars, and I do pints. The next step is to strain your concoction. This is the vinegar, lemon juice, jalapenos, salt, and sugar. We're going to strain it and clean out the pan and return it to the pan with the pectin. This, we're going to get to the chickens. This, ooh, it's hot. I always use stainless with jelly because the pectin and all the chemicals can interact with the cast iron. So using stainless with jelly is better. And we're going to add the pectin. This is the pectin. It's 3 ounces of liquid pectin to that, and then we will cook it up. This will need to boil for 1 minute, and then you ladle it directly into the jars. I tend to water bath my jars afterwards to make sure that they seal. So you can just, if it's super hot when you ladle it in, they will seal. But water bath just makes sure. There's the next batch. For 1 minute. There you have it. You let it cool.